but Eric Bledsoe trade. So Eric Bledsoe, he got upset over Earl Watson coaching, and then Earl Watson got fired in Phoenix, and then they sent Eric Bledsoe home to find a trade partner.
No, they fined him for stating that he does not want to play for the team no more.
Correct.
Then they got him a trade partner.
Correct.
So my thing is, before you even get to that, why get fined for stating that you want to trade? Is it because he went on social media?
Yeah, so he publicly basically spoke bad about the team. Contract detrimental to the team.
Okay. So he's supposed to
conduct detrimental to the team.
He should do it with the Kyrie, go to the owners and speak to them.
Yeah.
All right.
So the trade goes down. Milwaukee was the trade partner here. Jason Kidd had been courting bringing in Bledsoe in since the summer. So the trade actually finally was able to get done. Milwaukee is able to get Eric Bledsoe, and Phoenix was able to get power forward center Greg Monroe, 2008 first round pick, and a 2018 second round pick. 2018, sorry. First round and second round pick. First round pick is lottery protected. And the Bucks just get Eric Bledsoe.
Which I think that's what he needed.
Correct. But this trade, though, I'm saying for Milwaukee, this is a home run. This is exactly what they needed. This allows Malcolm Brogdon to come off the bench and just be more of a scorer defender, and allows Bledsoe to be what he is. He's a bulldog. Mm-hmm. He plays hard defense. He pushes the ball. He's a solid point guard, and he can score. And he can get to the basket.
They still have Tony Snell in there.
Yeah, Snell's still there. Middlebrook is there.
They didn't
lose none of their players in their rotation.
They still have a solid 8 players to contribute to the team.
Correct. They still got the young kid Rashard Vaughn, the shooter that comes off the bench. So and that's why I look at this trade for Phoenix as a horrible trade. Now, to bring back Greg Monroe, who's on his last year of a contract, why?
And then
why?
Not even that.
He can't get no minutes then.
Greg Monroe, who hasn't really shown to be producing for the last 2 years, it's due to injuries and
I just will quickly bring out a little Phil Jackson story on this Greg Monroe situation. Greg Monroe said that he didn't want to come to play for Phil Jackson and Knicks because he didn't want to be part of the triangle offense.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he didn't want to be the center on that team. And he wanted to sign, and then he signed for the Knicks. Offered him, I believe, something like $8 million a year, and the Bucks offered him, I believe, $16 million a year. So he decided to take more money, and he then decided to lash on the Knicks and say, "I didn't want to play in that system." When we thought like it was just because you got paid $8 million more a season. You didn't have to, bash, the triangle offense and say that you didn't find yourself fitting in what Phil Jackson had envisioned for you. But now, years later, how did it work out for you going to the Bucks? Like, how did it work?
He got his money.
Yeah. And Jason Kidd benched him last year. Mm-hmm. Then Jason Kidd reduced his minutes, saying that he wasn't playing enough defense. Anyway, so with the Greg Monroe situation, I just felt like it was a bad trade for Phoenix because they have Marquise Chris. They have Alex Lynn. They have I forgot his first name, but his last name is Bender. Mm-hmm. All these players are front court players that need minutes, and you already have Tyson Chandler there taking some of the minutes up. That's a better.
Not even that. You still got Josh Jackson and Booker. So it's like you still have a solid 5. Not even a solid.
I think it's just like for Greg Monroe, where does he play?
Where does he play?
You're taking away minutes from Chris, or you're taking away minutes from Lynn, or you're taking minutes away from Bender.
But where's your guard now?
Exactly. That was my point. So I thought if they would have made this trade, it would have been a home run to trade for Malcolm Brogdon, the rookie of the year from last year. He's a point guard. He's young. He's a pass-first point guard that plays defense. He would have fit perfectly with Jackson and Booker. He would have been the exact player you needed to basically replace Brandon Knight.
I think Phoenix Suns did not want to give up a draft pick because with the rookie of the year, they would have to give up a draft pick for him.
No, they won't, because you're giving up Eric Bledsoe.
But I think they still...
you got back 2 draft picks.
I think
if you want to say that you got a first-round pick, of course they would have gave up Brogdon then. Because Brogdon was basically a second-round pick last year. Or the year before, I'm not sure, because he was a rookie last year. So the year before, he was a second-round pick. And became rookie of the year. So you think you wouldn't have gave him up directly for Bledsoe, who's a top 15 point guard in the league? Of course they would have.
I think they would have to give him a pick, but even if you had to give him a pick, that's a pick that's already proven. So why not? I'm saying why not give up a second-round pick in Bledsoe for Brogdon?
Or even, you could have gave up a first-round pick and just had it lottery protected. Whereas it's like...
It doesn't make sense. But that's what I'm saying. You're getting a young player instead of getting a potential, I don't know what he might be.
The first-round pick they got is lottery protected. So now you got an 18th pick?
And not even that.
And Monroe's a free shit. So now he goes for nothing.
So you got him, you're paying him for the rest of this year, and then you don't keep him. Because you're probably not going to keep him. And then second off, you're taking a first-round pick from a Bucks team, whether or not it's lottery protected, they're not going to be that far beyond.
They're making the playoffs.
They're making the playoffs. So it's going to be a late round, first round draft pick.
I'm just confused.
Like, who do you think, going to get Kuzma?
Well, not this team. Because look at their draft picks to begin with. Look at this move they made. They fired Jeff Hornacek when he did nothing but good with the players that they gave him. They traded Isaiah Thomas and got back nothing. Now, y'all, first of all, y'all should have never even signed Isaiah Thomas. Y'all had Bledsoe and Dragic. And then you sign Isaiah Thomas. You trade Isaiah Thomas. You trade Dragic. You keep Bledsoe. But then you don't even do it. You try to match him up with Brandon Knight. With Brandon Knight's a point guard. You gonna try to put 2 point guards in the backcourt? And then you fire the coach, Jeff Hornacek, that seemed to have a handle on having multiple guards and letting that work.
I don't know,
Then you hire Earl Watson. All he's ever been was an assistant coach. The man just retired like 5 years ago from the league.
And then just boom. He gets
and then you have the youngest coach in the year to take over the youngest team in the league.
Makes it burn. You know what they kind of look like to me? To go to the counterpart sport is Cleveland Browns.
Exactly.
They look just like them. They just don't know what they're doing over there.
Doesn't look that way.
It's like they have a whole bunch of pieces, and then they're just like, we're panicking, we're just going to shuffle them up again. You keep shuffling up the deck. Play with the cards you got and see what you get.
And that's what I say with the Knicks. Like, you can't keep firing people.
It doesn't make sense.
Because you got to keep restarting. It takes time to build the team.
You got to have the Marvin Lewis syndrome, right? Keep the man 15 years.
Playoffs every year.
Playoffs, no wins.
Every year.
No wins. It's just, it's ridiculous.
But in that trade, I think the Bucks won that trade.
They definitely did, hands down.
But NBA has been looking good.